we do share writing, but probably not as much as people imagine. Actually, very early on in our relationship, before we were married, we made the decision to be very careful about sharing our writing and getting feedback from each other. And that was partly Susan's choice because I think I was critical. She had asked me to look at something, and I liked it, but I think I had also said some things that were critical, and it didn't upset her, but I think at that moment, you don't remember? Yeah. And at that sort of time, there was the sense that, you know, this might be difficult for us over a long period of time if we did it. And so we sort of came to the agreement of not doing that so much. So actually, in terms of that element, I usually don't see Susan's writing like an entire completed piece until it's published, and she often doesn't see mine until then. You don't remember that?
I remember a couple of things. I remember we weren't even, well, we had sort of started dating. It's hard to define when we started dating and when we actually, it's really hard to define that moment because we were friends for a very long time before we started dating. But I remember saying to Rick after I got my first story published, and it was my first year of graduate school when I got my first story published, I said, "Would you rather read me or someone else?" And he said, "Someone else. I'd much rather be reading someone else." And so that sort of established the pattern of, well, maybe I ought not to force my work on him. And then I'm someone...
I go with my story more.
I'm sticking to my story. So, and then the other thing is we do so many things, you know, as a couple. We raised a child. We've created 3 degree programs within the English department. But I think it became sort of difficult to be a writing couple along with being, you know, a teaching couple and an academic couple as well as raising a child.